Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
He has found a way through. It is a corner, good chance.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
He leaps for it. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Just eases him off the ball. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And as Zlatan showed, Zlatan is the only star. Chance for a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Gattuso, pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho charging forward, the ball at his feet. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gattuso. Maldini does really well there, he is strong. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Nedved.
Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
De Rossi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Spread to the right. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Maldini makes the interception. Ronaldinho. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ribéry getting forward, and it's Gullit. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ribéry. It's a good-looking delivery. Thuram gets it away.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Hazard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Nedved. Played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's Ronaldinho! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Hazard. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vietnam leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Brilliantly cut out. And they've got rid. Ribéry. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Vietnam have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Back on the way then.
Vietnam definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way through. Rummenigge. Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Maldini. Gattuso. Mateus. Has a look and plays it forward. Pepe produces the perfect tackle there. Now, can they get him away? Thuram deals with that comfortably. Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Nedved. Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Shot could be on. Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rummenigge. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution
So we have
on the
movement
field.
on both benches.
Number 24, Ribery. Number 14, Hullet. Number 11,
De Rossi can see
Mateo.
things others simply
Number
cannot.
18,
Vietnam
Ibrahimovic.
still have the cards to
Number
affect this
17,
game.
Nedved.
Seedorf,
Coming on the field, number 5,
Azar. And they can counter here.
Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
He's
Number
found a way
15,
through.
Seedorf.
Zambrotta.
Number 10, Bale. Number 4,
Now he's got space here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. De Rossi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Bale. Seedorf. And he's running through. Nicely aimed pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could...
Bullet! It's hit the upright. And that should get the job done. Well, that pass isn't the best. Varane was in no mood for any of that. Seedorf. And it's Marcelo. And it's Gattuso. Pinches it off him. That's been slipped through. Pelé.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he thumps it clear. Maldini. That'll be a throw-in.
substitution on the field. Number 21.
Intercepts the
Gattuso.
throw. That's well read.
Coming on the field is...
Look, there has to be more
number
urgency here. The
23,
ball has to get to the other end
Cristiano
much
Hazard
faster.
is herring after that one. No, that's overhit. Rummenigge. Seedorf. Passes short and sharp. Hazard receives it in a wide position. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Bale. And it's Azar. 2 minutes to be added on. Rummenigge. Played with finesse. Passing nice and neat. And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Vietnam can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, OK, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Ribéry. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. And the shot's on here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rummenigge. Zambrotta. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Nedved, never out of the action for very long. Maldini. He's shifting through the gears here. Ibrahimovic. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
De Rossi can so cleverly bypass the press. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ronaldinho. Nedved was in no mood for any of that. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's bustling through here. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's gone looking for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Little pass back. Ibrahimovic. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gattuso opts for safety, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to belt it away. Mateus concedes a free kick for that. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ronaldinho. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And here's Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Thuram. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Ibrahimovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He is through here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Ribéry unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Ribéry. Gattuso. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Vietnam really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Vietnam just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Mateus is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. And the shot! Brilliant save from Buffon! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Short changes him with that pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now, can they get him away? And it's Ronaldinho. Ibrahimovic makes a dash for Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Seedorf is flagged offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Rummenigge. And this is Ibrahimovic. Still just a single goal between the sides. He's had it taken off him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mateus. 60 minutes played.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Zamprosa.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That has not gone well.
Maldini.
Ibrahimovic might just make this. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Substitution on the field. Number
Vietnam
14.
have their second corner now.
Number 18, Ibrahimovic. Number 24, Ribery.
Varane with the short
Number
one.
21,
Lovely bit of skill.
Gattuso. Number 11, Mateus. Number 17,
So, third quarter of the game.
Nedved. Coming on the field, number 20,
Pirlo plays it short.
Number 10, Bale. Number 25,
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 15, Seedorf. Number 23, Christian Carambeu. Number 22, Schneider. Substitution
gone for a
in
throw-in.
progress.
Pirlo.
Zamprosa.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Bale.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Kaká. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found the way. It's Asa! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Gullit. Vietnam still ahead by the game's only goal. Kaká. Gullit. Oh, shooting chance!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Mbappe is onto this. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Gullit. Real
There will be
chance!
1 minute added time.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Can he finish? Fantastic from Kaká! A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Goal!
That's
Number
wonderfully
23,
done. Crisp hit,
Platoon.
true finish.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
So that's it. It is all over. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.